Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, we got a request by BMAC. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video to the channel, for making this video happen. I appreciate it. And I'm very excited to do a reaction to Paul Simon. Paul Simon has always meant very much to me since I was a child. My mom had this amazing tape. I don't really know which one it is. I think Graceland or something like that. I'm gonna look it up in a second. And that was pretty much you know, the soundtrack of the car. That, and I think a little bit of Sting and Sade, of those three artists. She had those three tapes in the car. So I grew up just listening to his voice. I didn't really understand what he was singing about because I didn't speak English. Same with the others, but it's just like that voice that instantly kind of like brings you home and you know, takes you back to your childhood. So I think the album that I'm talking about is, yes, Graceland. I got it. 1986. That was the album. Beautiful, just beautiful album. This is from before. This is called Hearts and Bones from 1983. So of course, we've reacted to some Paul Simon on the channel. We've reacted some work with Simon and Garfunkel, which is like always gets me. There's some very hilarious videos of me like sobbing like a little kid, but I just can't help myself. It really takes me back, and it is what it is. So you know, so again, thank you so much BMAC for sponsoring this. I can't wait to see what this is gonna be about. Also, you did mention something. I didn't do any sort of research. I do want to pull up your email real quick. I actually had it up and then I closed it, of course. So this is called Allergies. Now it says here, got a little surprise here, knowing you may already know about it. No, I don't. It says Paul Simon Hearts and Bones album released in 1983, recorded from 81 to 83. You have done a song from this album, but not this one. Oh, there you go. So, I don't really remember. Sometimes I do remember the cover, so sometimes I don't. And then thank you so much for sending me the links. It says here, don't research the song until after you listen to it. There's a surprise. Okay. Now it says here, I only ever heard this song on the radio in 1984. It was with my then girlfriend going to visit her parents who were 3 hours away. This came on the radio during our drive and I knew it was Paul Simon, but the guitar solo on the bridge really surprised me. I knew who it was with the very first pick of strings. Let's see, that's a good challenge. Let's see if I can spot that player. I'm sure you'll know too. The song only charted as single to 44, not such a big hit. Hope you know Alexia and the Marmar are all doing well. Yesterday, oh my god, Brian, this is hilarious. So this is like a new thing. This dog is insane. If I go into the shower, so there is, you know, the shower is within a how do you call it? Oh my god. So you can also take a bath, right? It's I can't my English sometimes just doesn't, it just checks out. So you can also take a bath, right? So but it's also a shower, right? So so basically I'm in there and Marley just jumps in. He jumps over the thing into I have to look it up because then the story is not gonna it's not gonna bathroom bath. Let's see, what's the word that I'm looking for? So there, I'm looking at it. It's a tub. Okay, there we go. I couldn't remember the word tub. So yeah, so I'm standing in the tub, I'm standing in the shower, and then Marley looks at me and I'm like I'm almost like doing the curtain thing, and then he just jumps in the tub, and I'm like, Marley, get out of here, you know? And he just stays. I turn on the water, he stays. He literally was waiting for a bath. This dog is insane. And that it's just like, we gave him a bath before, but now he actually asks for a bath. He literally jumps into the tub so I can give him a bath. I think that's very special. I don't know if your dog does that or any other dog, but I'm sure he's also gonna like go into the water or ocean if we ever visit. But it's just a crazy thing I wanted to talk about. Okay, so now tubs and baths aside, here we go with allergies. Paul Simon again, thank you so much. If you like what you hear, what you see, what we do here, Alexia and I, or sometimes me by myself, please do subscribe to the channel. It really helps us. And yeah, leave a comment. Leave me a comment if your dog likes or enjoys baths. And yeah, like the video or dislike. Thank you so much. Here we go with the reaction. Allergies. Let's go. I want to see if I can pin that guitar player.
Melodies, allergies to dust and rain. Maladies, remedies, still these allergies remain. My hands can't touch a guitar string. My fingers just burn and ache. My head intercedes with my bodily needs, and my body won't give it a break. My heart can't stand a disaster. My heart can take a disgrace. But my heart is allergic to the women I love, and it's changing the shape of my face. Allergies, allergies, something's living on my skin. Doctor, please, doctor, please, open up, it's me again. I go to a famous physician, I sleep in the local hotel. From what I can see, the people like me, we get better, but we never get well. So I ask myself this question. It's a question I often repeat. Where do allergies go when it's after a show and they want to get something to eat? Allergies, allergies, something's living on my skin. Doctor, please, open up, it's me again. Melodies, melodies,
Wow. I can't believe it. I don't know how Aldi Meola ended up on a Paul Simon record, but I mean, Al was very, very popular and famous, I think, during the 80s, especially after Elegant Gypsy and Casino and, you know, all the good stuff that he did. And it does fit, and I know, and he always does this like shoulder thing when the staccato sound, of course, you know, that picking every note and in that very, and his tone on the guitar, it just like it's an instant giveaway. I was thinking, who could it be? Like, I was literally feeling like the adrenaline kind of like coming up, because I was like, will I be able? What if I can't? You know, what if I don't hear it? And I was like, who could it be? Like, I was going through my list, and I was like, nah, it can't be Alan Holdsworth. Like, that would be too bizarre. On Paul Simon, I was like, who could do this? I think maybe Mark Knopfler. You know, Mark Knopfler would be instantly recognizable. And then I was like, well, maybe, like, I was thinking all this like super fast. Maybe David Gilmour. I only really recognize him if he does his bends. So the song doesn't really sound like you could do like some bends here. And then I was like going through all kinds of players. I never expected in a million years to hear Al Di Meola on this, but it was really good. It went really well. The first solo and then the second solo. I think they came together because Paul Simon really has a voice that has a place in jazz, you know, and Al Di Meola has a beautiful guitar voice and tone that goes well with rock and jazz, or even something more commercial, you know, and it really worked, you know, it really worked. And I'm sure that everyone who knows a little bit more about guitar playing or jazz or fusion would be like, oh my God, what is Di Meola doing on a Paul Simon track? I think it worked perfectly. It was wonderful. Al Di Meola was one of the first guitar players that I started to really study, and I was obsessed. Like, I think I've heard everything he's ever done up to, I think, 2007. Because then I got into Holdsworth, and then it kind of took over, and it was so weird because it's literally the opposite style. You know, Al Di Meola is very staccato, very percussive. He plays every note, and there was even an instructional video that, of course, I learned. And so I started to playing every note very alternate, and I would do that also, that kind of like palm muting while you're picking very perfectly, and that took me, of course, years to do. And then when I started to listen to Malmsteen is also very similar in technique, but then when I started listening to Holdsworth, it's like you don't hear it pick at all. There's no staccato, there's no muting, it's all legato, it's all this hand. So now basically it's like a mixture between both of these sounds, because I wanted to achieve this legato sound where you don't hear the pick at all. You pick maybe once and you play all the rest of the notes with, you know, these hammer-ons from nowhere. It's very hard to do. It has ruined my life, honestly, because it's just so hard, you know, and you want to be perfect at something. And I wish sometimes, I've even said in a video, why did I just learn like chords. And why didn't I just stay at chords? This whole solo business is just like, nobody appreciates it, you know. Nobody cares, you know. It's like, why did I study 8 hours a day for who, for what, you know? So that's just how it is, you know. And now with these kids nowadays, they play like inhuman guitar, like stuff that it's not even humanly possible. But now there's videos that kind of like tells us, hey, this is all fake, you know. They're not really playing. So that's kind of like a weight off, you know. But hey, this was a beautiful song, very cool challenge. I hope we can do it again. I really appreciate you, Brian. Thank you so much. I have a lot of fun playing, studying. I know us musicians, we never stop, and it's like like I said, you know, it's almost like kind of like torture, because you always want to get better, and the end is never in sight. It will never be, you know. And then you meet a new guitar player and he plays like that, and you want that sound, you know. So yeah, it's just like a never-ending battle, but I love it. It's just what I love to do, and I know you too. But again, thank you so much for this Paul Simon reaction. I never expect it. So again, thank you so much. Let me know what you guys think about my dog, about Paul Simon, about Al Di Meola. Are you a fan of jazz fusion? Do you like him in this setting? Let us know. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.